local man competed against 12 people in chess this afternoon to help raise money for area school districts. John Cordisco walked around Cordisco's Chess Center on Shenango Street to challenge different players.
He's been an active chess player all his life. He says it's a good opportunity to let yourself think and strategize. He also tells 12 News chess is a game that will never get old.
It's a strategy game that will never grow old. 100 years from now, all the video games will change, and chess will still be chess, like it has been for the last 1,000 years.
Cordisco won 11 chess games and lost 1.
Aficionado is looking to spread his love of the game while taking on all comers. John Cordisco, owner of Cordisco's Chess Center in Binghamton, is hosting a chess simultaneous exhibition. On Sunday, Cordisco plans to play up to 20 different challengers at the same time, rotating from board to board after each move. Binghamton Mayor Rich David donated the funds to pay for 20 new regulation-sized chess games. Each participant then gets to choose a local school or community group to donate the chess set they use to. Cordisco says young people in particular can learn a lot from the ancient game.
Teach you a lot of things. Teach you how to be organized, teach you how to make a plan, teach you that actions have consequences. You make a bad move, there's a bad outcome to it. So it teaches kids that you got to think before you do something, and that's very instructive for young children.
The simultaneous exhibition begins at 1 p.m. on Sunday at the Chess Center, located in the rear of Cordisco's store at the corner of Shenango and Robinson Streets. There's no cost to participate, but you are asked to reserve a spot by calling 772-8782.
Hi folks, John Cordisco back again. Another game from my chess tournament I just had in my chess center on Sunday, September 24th. This is round 4. We usually have 4 rounds. The game's 65 with a 5-second delay. I'm white. My opponent is David Kamar. Let's get to it. And right away I decide. I hate playing against the French. I hate it. So what I usually do is just do the exchange. And we'll go through the first few moves here. This isn't exactly what I would call opening theory greatness, but Queen, C6. I decided to castle long just for jollies. Now the computer likes bishop f4. Bishop takes, queen takes, knight d7. I don't know, I thought it'd be cool just to castle long. Knight d7. I built my bishop. Computer still wants me to trade off my light squared bishop, which, if I remember correctly, White wasn't supposed to give up their light squared bishop in the French, but, well, I'm an idiot, I guess. Queen to a5 right away. Now, I get a little panicky. I've got enough protection over there. I'm not worried about it. But I probably just should have played rook hd1, maybe rook dd1. You know, what to do. Bishop f4 again. Get rid of the dark squared bishop. I decided to go a3. And in a way, it's kind of daring him. I dare you to take that pawn. Now, my opponent really hasn't done that well in this tournament so far. He lost the first 3 games. So I think he decided to just go for it. So he plays bishop takes a3. I played pawn takes, queen takes, king to b1. I already sacked a piece for 2 pawns. My king's exposed. This is where I have a tough time sometimes, because I think to myself, one bad move and the game is over. So I try to be super precise. And that's exactly what happens, and I'm not. Goes knight b6. I should have went queen to c1, frankly. That would have ended the attack. That would have been the end of it. I decided I'd take his knight. He takes with a queen. Believe it or not, the computer likes king to a2. But I moved the knight to e2 as the computer's choice, but I didn't like any of those. I know at knight a2. I want to cover this square right here twice. Here he comes with the other pawn. I'll figure I'll go c3. My queen could always come over to protect. If knight comes in, I'll take the attacking piece, pawn will take. So that's what he does. I take, he takes back. Now, a little proud of myself here. I found the computer move. I wanted to get the queens off the board. But he went right back to a3. I should have grabbed the g-pawn. I really should have. I looked, and I looked, and I looked, and I looked. Or even queen to c5, for that matter. I decided to go back with my queen. And then he makes a move here that really surprised me. He checks me. And then I move the king. And now what happens is he's exposed. But he took, I took, and then he castled. Now it's still 2 pawns for a piece. So we got to, you know, I still can screw this up. I get the open file. He goes there. And this is where I kind of go astray a little bit. Because I think the pressure's off, the queens are off the board, and you stop thinking as hard. I should have just went knight here. That's what I should have done. But I won rook to e3. I figured if he takes it and connect my pawns. But the problem is, once he goes bishop b4, it's a big pain in the behind. I can't move the knight, or I lose the g-pawn. I can't move the g-pawn, or I lose the knight. So I feel like an idiot. I go rook to e1, at least guard the pawn. b5. Little surprised he didn't go for going after my knight. But b5. And I took the computer move. I'm kind of proud of finding this one. King b2. Bring the king up. He goes rook to c8. And I thought, well, let's get the best of both worlds here. Let's go rook e2. Then when I move the knight, I'm guarding both of these pawns. He goes pawn up. I go rook f2. Okay, here we go. Bishop takes. Now, of course, I always pick the wrong way. It's like what's rook to move. Rook takes f3 is by far the better move. But I think the lot more human move is g takes. It reconnects my pawns, goes towards the center. Computer like rook takes, g6. And my rook gets behind his pawns. But after g takes, c takes, e takes. Now, this is where I'm up less than a pawn right now. I got a piece for 2 pawns. I have to be extremely careful. Just some waiting moves for him are probably good. King f8, rook e8. Get that file. f6 maybe even. He decides to go b4. And that was the decisive mistake. Because after c takes, b takes, knight takes, rook e8, it's pretty much over. I go king c3. Now I stopped the game here. We played for several more moves. The way it ended up was this knight was holding back these 2 pawns. I won one. I won this pawn, and this pawn goes on the queen. So that was the 4th round game in the 76th Binghamton Open. Now I call the greatest chess in the world, but it's still somewhat entertaining, I think. I think the lesson from this game for me and for all of you that are watching is when you get a position like that where your opponent trades a piece for 2 pawns for an attack and the attack fizzles out and the queens go off the board, do not let down your guard. Don't just make casual moves. It didn't cost me the game, but it made it a lot more difficult for me. All right, folks, look for other videos coming up in the near future. And as I always say, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.